Okay, Rick Taylor, 1955. We're starting a trip from Tarpon Springs. We're at the intersection of US 19 and Tarpon Avenue, which becomes Keystone Road right here. This is the intersection, Keystone and US 19. We're going to start a ride out to the Suncoast Trail. Early morning. It's June 25th, Wednesday. It's 6:15 in the morning. So there'll be traffic on the roadways. But there's no threat of rain this morning. As you can see, it's clear sky. And we're going to try to get a little riding in before the storms come this afternoon. And later in the week, there's supposed to be more rain, so we're going to go ahead and get some riding in today. I'm on my Antioquia AQ177 Pro Max. Fully charged 52 volt, 60 amp hour battery. Got my headlight on because it's still a little dark. But we're going up Keystone Road here to the east. And we're going to connect to the Suncoast Trail up around the corner. And we're going to head out. We're going to be taking the Suncoast Trail up to East Lake Road. Then we're going to be getting on the Tri-County Trail and heading east. Get on the Starkey Gap Trail. And then get on the Starkey Boulevard Trail. And hopefully go through Starkey Wilderness Park and end up on the Suncoast Trail. We're using Map My Ride. And let's go. Should be a beautiful dawn. One thing about the GoPro is in low light, image stabilization doesn't work very well. So it may be a little jumpy and jittery at first until we get a little more light. I apologize. I apologize for that. But it is what it is. It's in the 70s right now. We're supposed to have a high in the 90s. Hopefully it's still cool on our way back. This is being recorded as a real ride, which is a full ride. No interruptions or speed ups or anything like that. It's just like you were riding.
9 minutes and 3 seconds. Average speed 12.0 miles per hour. Current speed 17.5 miles per hour. Time of day 6:19. Split speed 11.9 miles per hour.
I could hear it. I'm using my new chest mount, and hopefully I get the camera angle set up correctly. Beautiful sky. Absolutely beautiful, like it was painted. Yeah, it's gonna be bright enough out here in a few minutes. Wednesday morning. It's almost chilly. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt and sandals. Which is perfectly comfortable once the sun gets up. So quiet. I actually love it.
Total distance 2 miles. Total time 8 minutes and 32 seconds. Average speed 14.1 miles per hour. Current speed 17.4 miles per hour. Time of day 6:22. Split speed 17.2 miles per hour.
Slowly getting a little brighter. coming up on the intersection at East Lake Road. We'll be crossing twice. Crossing Keystone Road, then East Lake Road to get over on the Tri-County Trail. We'll see which light we get first, because we could go either to the left or to the right and still cross over. We're trying to get over there. This version of the AQ177 Pro Max has a USB charging port on the bottom of the control module, which I didn't even realize for like 6 months. It's got a rubber cover on it, and I can use a cable and connect it to my phone and keep my phone charged while I'm using Map My Ride. Wow, this is a long light. Long light. Sorry about that. Out of my control. Unbelievable. Okay, it's changing now. That last car just ran a red light. Wow. Okay, it's this one.
Total distance 3 miles. Total time 15 minutes and 1 second. Average speed 12.0 miles per hour. Current speed 5.5 miles per hour. Time of day 6:29. Split speed 9.2 miles per hour.
Okay, now we gotta wait for this one. Nice lake over here behind me. Oh, maybe we're gonna get this one pretty soon. Nope. Wow. This is incredible. This is a long light to cross twice. Unbelievable. We'll be past it in a minute. And we shouldn't have to mess with any more lights until we get to State Road 54. There we go. There we go. Okay. This is Tri-County Trail. Nice trail. It's going to take us all the way up to Starkey Gap Trail. Beautiful out here. Getting a little lighter. Everything, all the vegetation is growing like crazy. Being the end of June, we've had a lot of rain almost every day. And all the vegetation is happy. Beautiful out of here. Rural, I guess you would describe it. Smells fantastic. So clean. All these trees and vegetation creating fresh air, cleaning the air.
Total distance 4 miles. Total time 20 minutes and 28 seconds. Average speed 11.7 miles per hour. Current speed 17.9 miles per hour. Time of day 6:34. Split speed 11.0 miles per hour.
Riding is so fun when the temperature is just right, like it is right now. Not too cold, not too hot. No wind at all. Just what I'm making. At 19 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour. We're in pedal assist 5 out of 9. Flag on the side of the road. I like it. Got the trail all to myself. Just me. Going for a trip. Might see someone else on the trail up ahead. Yeah, there's someone up there. The first person I've seen on the trail today. Cool, that sunrise.
Total distance 5 miles. Total time 23 minutes and 51 seconds. Average speed 12.6 miles per hour. Current speed 17.7 miles per hour. Time of day 6:38. Split speed 17.8 miles per hour.
On your left. Good morning. Brooker Creek Preserve, which is not open yet. Oh, there goes my water bottle. I knew that was going to be a problem. I got a new metal water bottle, and I wasn't sure if my water bottle holder would hold it, and it fell off. So I'll just rotate my holder and see now it's not going to fall off. We can turn off our headlight. Well, our first surprise of the day, the water bottle fell off. But now we got it in a better position. That's the way I'll keep it, unless I need to use the other headlight. And the sun is coming up. And this is where we cross Keystone, and we've got an opening. We're still on the Tri-County Trail. Should be fine there. The water bottle, I mean. We hopefully will see some wildlife today out here at the Starkey Gap, which we're fixing to get on. We've seen sandhill cranes with chicks and tortoises. We haven't seen any deer out here on the Starkey Gap. I've heard of people that have. I don't think I've seen any deer out here. Well, anyway. Here we go, Starkey Gap Trail. Not technically, it's still about a mile before it enters Pasco, where it's the Starkey Gap Trail. But in Pinellas, this side of it, Pinellas, I call it the Starkey Gap Trail. Beautiful out here. Just light enough so you can see everything now.
Total distance 6 miles. Total time 28 minutes and 24 seconds. Average speed 12.7 miles per hour. Current speed 18.1 miles per hour. Time of day 6:42. Split speed 13.2 miles per hour.
Smells fantastic out here. Actually, it smells like barbecue. Someone must have been barbecuing yesterday, and you can still smell it. Beautiful and quiet. And we found somebody else biking. Good morning. An older gentleman. Good for him. Good for him. Hopefully there's enough light that that the smoothness effect is kicked in on the GoPro 12, because it's a little bumpy on the trail. wildlife. A cardinal was just on the trail and flew away. But that's it. No unusual birds or rare birds. No bunnies. No tortoises. Well, you never know. Well, here comes a jogger. First jogger we've seen. I used to jog when I was young. Beautiful dawn. Yeah, the water bottle's much better off out in front like that, where it's leaning toward the holder instead of away from it. I just picked it up yesterday at the thrift shop. It's brand new, or it was. Now it's got little skid marks on it because it fell on the asphalt. Entering Pasco County. Okay, now this is actually where the Starkey Gap Trail starts in Pasco County. It's taken care of by Pasco County. This is the Starkey Gap Trail. I guess that's the Tri-County Trail we just left for the last mile or two. Back underneath the giant electric, whatever those things are.
Total distance 8 miles. Total time 35 minutes and 14 seconds. Average speed 13.6 miles per hour. Current speed 16.1 miles per hour. Time of day 6:49. Split speed 17.0 miles per hour.
Morning. Here's where they fixed the bumps. It's a little better. Those used to be horrible right there, that crossing. Yeah, we're getting daylight now. Getting daylight now. And we're over in Pasco County. On your right. Good morning. And we've got it. Starkey Gap Trail. Nice and weavy. So it ain't boring. There's some type of cranes over there. Beautiful dog. Beautiful. Tiny, wispy, puffy clouds starting to show up in the sky now. A lake on the right with the sun over it. Giant electrical pole things. Kind of scary, they're so big. And dangerous, carrying so much electricity. And we're riding right under them. Dave Smith from Phenomena claims he's been shocked before going underneath low power lines. These seem a little low right here. You say he's got shocks from his handlebars before. And there is quite a bit of electromagnetic radiation emanating from these wires. It can be measured.
Total distance 9 miles. Total time 39 minutes and 8 seconds. Average speed 13.8 miles per hour. Current speed 18.3 miles per hour. Time of day 6:53. Split speed 15.4 miles per hour.
6:53. We're at 9 miles. Few high plane contrails coming from the direction of MacDill Air Force Base, CENTCOM command. Interesting. Maybe going to refill or refuel somewhere in the Middle East or something, I don't know. But they wouldn't have two passenger planes so high, so close. How beautiful is it? Dew on the ground, the ground's all wet and everything with the dew. Okay, coming up on State Road 54 in Pasco County. We're going to be crossing over and getting on the Starkey Boulevard Trail. Beautiful. So much farmland out here. See if we can get across here. Well, all this vegetation on the side of the road sure has grown up since the last time I was out here. This was all pretty manicured. Now, it's all overgrown. Here we go, we got it. And we're going to cross over again because I like the trail on the other side better. This side here is way bumpy. I mean, really, really bumpy. And on that side, it's a lot smoother. It's still a little bumpy, but nothing like this side is. This will jar your teeth. Well, there ain't no one going. I'm going.
Total distance 10 miles. Total time 44 minutes and 18 seconds. Average speed 13.5 miles per hour. Current speed 3.9 miles per hour. Time of day 6:58. Split speed 11.6 miles per hour.
This is actually a nice trail over here. The whole Starkey Boulevard trail. There was a dime on the ground back there, but I'm not going to stop and pick it up. I'm going to let someone else find that. Unless I come along, a bunch of them right along here, and I'll stop and pick them all up. Fell out of a bicyclist's pocket. Excuse me. See, it's really bumpy. That's the way the whole other side is over there. We'll be through this in a second. All right. Yeah, this is nice. Beautiful. Exactly where I want to be right now. It's nice in life at certain moments when you can say, this is exactly where I want to be right now. And it is. It's exactly where I want to be right now. Pine cones on the ground. It must be that time of year. Pretty soon I'm gonna have to put my sunglasses on. It's starting to get a little bright out here. Especially riding into the sun. Still a haze over the ground in some places, like in that field over there. There's still a lot of dew on the ground. It hasn't burned off yet.
Total distance 11 miles. Total time 48 minutes and 23 seconds. Average speed 13.6 miles per hour. Current speed 17.0 miles per hour. Time of day 7:02. Split speed 14.7 miles per hour.
They redid this part of the trail at the intersection at Starkey Ranch. I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, that was Starkey Ranch back there. Big subdivision. Beautiful homes. Lots of nice trails to go around, walk around, ride around. I love how natural it all is out here on this road, on Starkey Boulevard. Hardwood Preserve. Yeah, we might get up here to Starkey Wilderness Park and it's closed. Figure another way to get to the Suncoast Trail. I'm wondering if you stay on Starkey Boulevard Trail, it takes you up to Suncoast Trail. I don't even know if this extends past Starkey Wilderness Trail or Park. I would presume it does, but I don't know. I've never gone past Starkey Wilderness Park on this trail. Beautiful. noisy right there over the bridge, but not a big deal. Oh, bug in my eye. I knew that was going to happen sooner or later. Interesting, seeing someone walking way out here. They probably live over in that subdivision over there though. Still at about 20 miles an hour, cruising along the boulevard. I'm not saying much, I'm just taking it all in. Loving life.
Total distance 13 miles. Total time 55 minutes and 12 seconds. Average speed 14.1 miles per hour. Current speed 18.1 miles per hour. Time of day 7:09. Split speed 18.4 miles per hour.
13 miles. Beautiful miles. I like this portion of the trail here too. On your left. I don't know how we're going to pass. Like that. Yeah, it's nice. A few root bumps where the roots of the trees have caused a bump in the asphalt. Good morning. Uh-oh, I don't like it when they got sprinklers on the
Total
trail.
distance 14 miles. Total time 58 minutes and 40 seconds. Average speed 14.3 miles per hour. Current speed 16.9 miles per hour. Time of day 7:13. Split speed
On your left.
17.3 miles per hour.
Good morning. Starkey Wilderness Park. I'm gonna have to put my sunglasses on. We're gonna be going right into the sun this whole portion of the trip. And there we go. And I'm gonna get my cap out. It's in my trunk, so I can tilt my head forward out of the sun. I've been trying to get some sun on my bald head, so I've been riding without a helmet or a hat. But there's a time and a place for everything. We'll see if the park is open. If it isn't open, we're gonna have to make new plans. I don't know what. It's open. It's open. Starkey Wilderness Park. Maybe it's always open, I don't know. I've never found it closed, if that tells you anything. Trail crossing and a big bump. Look how beautiful it is out here. Look at this. I think we'll stop and have a drink of water before we get on the main trail. Boy, it messed it up. Don't have to tilt it, it's a straw. I might not have to wear my sunglasses right now with my cap on. This little portion you've got to go kind of slow on because it's blind turns, people walking, and it's real narrow.
Distance 15 miles. Total time 1 hour 4 minutes and 24 seconds. Average speed 14.0 miles per hour. Current speed 8.8 miles per hour. Time of day 7:18. Split speed 10.5 miles per hour.
On your left. Good morning. Wow, look at that. How beautiful. Morning. How beautiful is that? Wow. Okay, this is the main trail right here. Still nice and cool. It's actually cooler right here than it was on the ride over here. On your left. Good morning. Oh, there's some deer. There's some deer. Oh, some deer. They just walked over this way. And there's a bunny. Some deer just walked right over there. They're right there. Some deer right up on the left. Well, that's a good sign. We got to see some deer. Morning. Wow, look at this. This is beautiful.
Total distance 16 miles. Total time 1 hour 8 minutes and 31 seconds. Average speed
if they had another controlled burn, because I don't remember this area being in the other controlled burns. Interesting. Maybe I just don't remember. Or it's just grown up since the last burn. That's probably what it is. That's why it looks so weird. Yeah, just the ground has grown back up, revived, and so all you see is the taller burned bushes and trees. So it looks like it's new. It's weird. Growing back. That's why they do them. This is so beautiful. Hope y'all can see it. And there's not very many people out here. But it's a Wednesday morning. I mean, you know. If it was the weekend, oh man, we'd be dodging people on here. I'm actually kind of chilly. It's so cool out here. As soon as I say that, it picks up a little bit.
Total distance 17 miles. Total time 1 hour 11 minutes and 50 seconds. Average speed 14.2 miles per hour. Current speed 18.1 miles per hour. Time of day 7:26. Split speed 18.1 miles per hour.
So beautiful with the sun coming up like that. Wow. This trail is 7 miles, a little over 7 miles from where the entrance was back there to Suncoast Trail. And it's beautiful, every foot of it. Actually, that sun feels pretty good right now. Warmed me up a little bit. Hopefully it stays like that until we get back. Suncoast Trail. Ooh, there goes a big old deer across the trail. I hope y'all saw that. I got him on video. Where'd you go to, you big old deer? That was a big deer. He's gone. He jumped across the trail. That's the second time we've seen deer this morning. That is so cool. Now, I've never seen anyone rollerblading out here on this trail. That's a first for me. Good morning. Yep. Beautiful.
Total distance 18 miles. Total time 1 hour 15 minutes and 18 seconds. Average speed 14.3 miles per hour. Current speed 18.0 miles per hour. Time of day 7:29. Split speed 17.3 miles per hour.
Suncoast Trail, straight ahead. Now this looks new on the right. I don't recall that. That's a controlled burn right there. That's recent. Fairly recent. I don't recall that the last time I was out here. Big area. This is where we take a right, where it says Suncoast Trail. See where this burn was. This is definitely since the last time I was out here. I guess it uses up some of the fuel that a wild forest fire would use.
Total distance 19 miles. Total time 1 hour 18 minutes and 45 seconds. Average speed 14.5 miles per hour. Current speed 17.8 miles per hour. Time of day 7:33. Split speed 17.4 miles per hour.
how many times I've passed YouTubers, bike enthusiasts, when I'm riding. Because some of them look familiar. They look like YouTubers I've seen that record their rides. Ooh, this is one of my favorite areas, right up here. It's like a swampy area. It's like swampy. I bet I stop here every single time I go by it. I don't mean to, it's just so neat. Because there's cypress trees, you know. And every... Okay, end of battery number 1. We're on battery number 2. I brought 4, so we should be fine. Suncoast Trail. I'm gonna pick me up a couple of pine cones to take home as souvenirs. That one's been run over.
Total distance 20 miles. Total time 1 hour 24 minutes and 15 seconds. Average speed 14.2 miles per hour.
I see a
Current
couple.
speed 11.5 miles per hour. Time of day 7:38. Split speed 10.9 miles per hour.
Here's some pine cones. I want some fresh pine cones. Well, there ain't no fresh pine cones, dude. Take whatever you can get. Okay. I just got one. I just got one. I'll look for another volunteer on the trail. That's kind of like a memento of the trip. warming up a little bit. I'm not as chilly as I was. Boy, some of these bikers look serious. They got outfits on and they got sunglasses, special looking sunglasses, and they're beautiful bicycles. I mean, they are serious. I'm just having fun. I'm just having fun. I'm not trying to compare myself. Kind of smells smoky over here all of a sudden. That's weird. Actually looks kind of smoky on the right. Wonder if they're doing another controlled burn, or if there's a fire.
Total distance 21 miles. Total time 1 hour 28 minutes and 43 seconds. Average speed 14.2 miles per hour. Current speed 17.8 miles per hour. Time of day 7:43. Split speed 13.5 miles per hour.
Kind of a blind turn. Those white stripes, I assume, are mile markers they've put back on the trail. They redid this a year or two ago. Hey, is that a volunteer? A volunteer pine cone? Yes, it is. And you going home because you on the trail. Volunteer pine cone. I'll get one more. So now I got 3. For each of the times I've been out here. This is my 3rd trip. Or 4th. Close enough. Ooh. Coming up on the new rest stop. There it is. There And here's the Suncoast Trail. Ridge Road, 2.3 miles to left. State Road 52, 5.7 miles. State Road 54, 4.2 miles. Well, here's what we're going to do. So we don't just turn around and go back to the Starkey Wilderness Trail. We're going to try something that I saw a phenomena do, Dave Smith. When the wilderness park was closed after the hurricanes, he went down to State Road 54 and he rode 54 back to the Starkey Gap Trail. I don't remember if it was easy or hard. I think it was hard. We're gonna find out. But we're gonna go 4.2 miles on the Suncoast Trail. And this is the direction I saw the smoke, some smoke hanging in the air. Maybe we'll be able to see if they're doing a burn out here somewhere. But we're 4.2 miles away from State Road 54, and then we're going to go west on 54 till we get back to the Starkey Gap Trail. That's an interesting little loop. I've been thinking about it. They claim there's a trail.
Total distance 22 miles. Total time 1 hour 33 minutes and 56 seconds. Average speed 14.1 miles per hour. Current speed 18.5 miles per hour. Time of day 7:48. Split speed 11.5 miles per hour.
Okay. They claim there's a trail all the way up 54 to Suncoast Trail from Starkey Gap Trail, but I guess we're gonna find out. This is nice, except for all the traffic. Yep, sorry about the traffic. It is what it is. When you're on this trail, that's the way it usually is. That's the Suncoast Parkway. It's a toll road. Look like Dave Smith, to be truthful. Those cars sound like rockets taking off. Wow. can't take you home, Pinecone. I got enough volunteers already.
Total distance 23 miles. Total time 1 hour 37 minutes and 17 seconds. Average speed 14.2 miles per hour. Current speed 18.0 miles per hour. Time of day 7:51. Split speed 17.9 miles per hour.
Yeah, not a lot of new scenery going along this portion of the trail. Right out near the road and everything. We'll speed up a little. We'll take it up a couple of miles an hour. From 20 to 22, 23. Been on this portion of the Suncoast Trail. I always went the other way. So I've never gone down here. This is all new to me. I didn't even realize that until a few minutes ago. Hey, I don't think I've ever been down here. No, you haven't, dude. This is your first time. I've seen it on video many times. Never did it myself. Should be interesting trying to find our way down 54 back to Starkey Gap Trail. Hopefully there is a sidewalk or something all the way. On the Suncoast Trail. Lots of volunteer pine cones there.
Total distance 24 miles. Total time 1 hour 40 minutes and 24 seconds. Average speed 14.3 miles per hour. Current speed 16.0 miles per hour. Time of day 7:54. Split speed 19.3 miles per hour.
Put my sunglasses on again. It's starting to get a little bright out here. Now the sun's getting up. But that also means it's gonna start getting warm. It's gonna start getting warm. think we're coming up on 54. There's some signage. Yeah, half mile.
Total distance 25 miles. Total time 1 hour 43 minutes and 25 seconds. Average speed 14.5 miles per hour. Current speed 20.4 miles per hour. Time of day 7:57. Split speed 19.9 miles per hour. Interesting. Okay, this must be it coming up here. I'm not even sure how far it is to the Starkey Gap from here. Might be a mile, might be 5 miles. I don't know. I did see there was kind of a trail that started in the parking lot. Total distance 26 miles. Total time 1 hour 46 minutes and 30 seconds. Average speed 14.6 miles per hour. Current speed 9.0 miles per hour. Time of day 8 o'clock. Split speed 19.5 miles per hour.
Hopefully there's a sidewalk. Nope. No sidewalk. Bike trail on the side of the road. There is a sidewalk way over there. looks like it peters out right here. And this doesn't technically look like a bike trail. This is crazy. I shouldn't have done this. This is dangerous. This was a mistake. No trail, no sidewalk, no bike lane. Well, now I know to never do this again.
Total distance 27 miles. Total time 1 hour 49 minutes and 41 seconds. Average speed 14.8 miles per hour. Current speed 22.7 miles per hour. Time of day 8:04. Split speed 18.9 miles per hour.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is a bike lane. Doesn't look like a bike lane to me. I'm right in the road. This is crazy. was weird. And we're still going. When I see the power lines, I know I'm getting close. This is crazy. Did I go?
Total distance 29 miles. Total time 1 hour 55 minutes and 6 seconds. Average speed 15.1 miles per hour. Current speed 23.0 miles per hour. Time of day 8:09. Split speed 22.0 miles per hour.
It's got to be coming up. Starkey Ranch. But that place is big anyway. Gun Highway. Can't be too awfully far. Too high. Beautiful sidewalk. I can't get on it because the curb's so high. There's a road crossing this up here. I can get on the sidewalk. think we're coming up somewhere close to where I'm supposed to go. Still can't get on it. Okay, I got on it. Now I gotta dodge all these telephone poles. What a nightmare. Gotta be coming up on the Starkey Trail pretty soon. Wow, this is a long way. Heart Pine Avenue. Pasco Sheriff. Looks like the sidewalk, I don't know, does it end up here? Something weird is going on. Should get the signal after these left turn people go by. I hope. This is a lot longer than I thought it would be. This portion of the trip on 54. Take my hat off and get some sun on my bald head. At least there's still a sidewalk. Man, they're on the sidewalk. How am I going to get by here? Sorry.
No, you go, brother.
Thank you.
Total distance 31 miles. Total time 2 hours, 6 minutes
Wow,
and 20
look at that.
seconds. Average speed 14.7 miles per hour. Current speed
Guess they're making
17.9
concrete or
miles per
something.
hour. Time of day 8:20. Split speed 9.2 miles per hour.
At least a nice wide sidewalk to ride on. Whew, boy. Interesting building over there. Here we go. Nice sidewalk. Oh, power lines up ahead. We're almost there. Yeah, I can see them. We're almost there. Thank God. We get back on the trail. Come on, light. Come on, light. There we go. Too far now. I can see the power lines.
Total distance 31.99 miles. Total time 2 hours 12 minutes and 26 seconds. Average speed 14.5 miles per hour. Current speed 17.2 miles per hour. Time of day 8:26. Split speed 9.8 miles per hour.
Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Starkey Boulevard. Second signal. We'll cross up here. I didn't know how to cross back there. That looked like an access road or something. I don't know. We'll cross right up here. This is the way we came. 32.68 miles. For a little crossing, this is a big wait. And then we got to cross 54 to get over on the trail. A lot of traffic there. We should get it right here. Get another drink. This guy stopped right in the bike lane. He doesn't know where to stop. Okay, we got it. Starkey Gap Trail, we off the road. We're back on the trail. Off the road, back on the trail. And it isn't hot yet. Bright sun, getting it on my bald head, but the air is still relatively cool. And we're off 54. I'll never do that again. Enjoy it, but I'm never going to do that again. That was crazy.
Total distance 32.99 miles. Total time 2 hours 20 minutes and 51 seconds. Average speed 14.1 miles per hour. Current speed 20.
beautiful out there. A few puffy clouds starting to show up to the west, which is weird. But hopefully it's not going to rain before I can get home. We're still a ways away. That was so neat seeing those deer at Starkey Wilderness Park. But seeing them at 2 different times, that's weird. That's neat. I've seen them there before, but only one time. One group. Yeah, that sun is warming up now. It still feels good.
34 miles. Total time 2 hours, 23 minutes and 55 seconds. Average speed 14.2 miles per hour. Current speed 19.0 miles per hour. Time of day 8:38. Split speed 19.6 miles per hour.
Oh, here's some birds. There's 2 sandhill cranes on our right. Hey! They didn't seem afraid. I hope you could see them. They just stood there and looked at me. I didn't want to mess with them. I didn't want to scare them, so I kept going. And I can't take pictures of them with my phone because I'm running Map My Ride, and I got it in the holder plugged in. That was nice. People stopped right away when I pressed the flashing lights. And there was like a lot of traffic going both directions, and they stopped right away. That's cool. Okay. Okay, welcome to Pinellas County. No horses. I didn't know there was a problem with horses being on the trail. Okay. Welcome to Pinellas County. We're back on the Tri-County Trail again. I like to call this portion the Starkey Gap Trail anyway. But we're back in Pinellas County. So this is a Pinellas Trail. Getting me some sun. Nice out here. Smells fantastic. Everything's nice and green. Damage from the hurricanes is covered up by shrubs and stuff, or carted off. You can still see some trees down, but they're kind of starting to blend into the background now. On your left, beautiful bike. Trek bike back there. I used to have a Trek bike years and years ago. I don't even know what happened to it. That dog's going way away from his owners.
Total distance 36 miles. Total time 2 hours and 31 minutes. Average speed 14.3 miles per hour. Current speed 20.2 miles per hour. Time of day 8:45. Split speed 19.3 miles per hour.
We're still on it, but it's been fun. Nice and early before dawn. And now the sun's part way up. It's only 10 till 9. We left at 6:30. We're going to be on almost 3-hour trip. Okay, here we are. Tampa Road, no Tarpon Street. Tarpon Avenue. Well, anyway, Keystone. They also call it Tarpon Avenue, but it's Keystone. I was reading those signs back there they just put up.
Total distance 36.99 miles. Total time 2 hours 34 minutes and 5 seconds. Average speed 14.4 miles per hour. Current speed 20.3 miles per hour. Time of day 8:48. Split speed 19.4 miles per hour.
See, some of these people going by, that could be Dave Smith that just went by. I don't know. I'd love to say hi. Say, hey, I watch your videos. But, you know, he wouldn't know me. Oh, you didn't have to stop. Thank you. He stopped right in the bike lane and waved me across. And all I was doing was waiting for him to go by, and it was totally clear. But he'd already stopped, so I went ahead and went across. Okay, we're back at, well, we're still on the Tri-County Trail. Brooker Creek Preserve right here. It's already a long trip, so we're not going to stop in there. Oops, sorry about that. Just opening up my battery port for a minute to cool it off. I just clipped the battery cover off because we're on our second battery, and the camera's actually been in the sun partially on the trail. Wow, dead buzzard back there in the road. He must have been going after something and got hit. clouds starting to form up down there to the west. I don't think that's the direction rain's going to be coming from today anyway, though. Full broad daylight now. Starting to warm up a little bit. Might have to put my hat back on. Feels like my head's got enough sun.
Total distance 38.99 miles. Total time 2 hours 40 minutes and 37 seconds. Average speed 14.6 miles per hour. Current speed 18.8 miles per hour. Time of day 8:59. Split speed 19.2 miles per hour.
Tricky little turn right there. Back up to East Lake already? Okay. Cool. wait for this signal. There's a damage where it fell off the bike and on the bottom, but right there is the worst of it. Hey, I got the signal. That didn't take long. It's actually beautiful out here. Not warm yet. It's just the scenery is beautiful in June. Everything is filled out and greened out. The vines have all filled in. So everything's nice and green and smells good. It's all sunshiny and everything.
Total distance 39.99 miles. Total time 2 hours 46 minutes and 15 seconds. Average speed 14.4 miles per hour. Current speed 18.9 miles per hour. Time of day 9 o'clock. Split speed 10.6 miles per hour.
40 miles. That was a nice little trip. 40-mile trip. 2.5 hours. Okay, battery number 3 out of 4. And we're back on the trail, headed west on Keystone. That was a blind crossing. You can't see if anyone's coming until right before you get there. So I always slow way down for it. Beautiful day. By noon, it's going to be so hot you don't want to be outside. This is the perfect time to do anything like this. Spend almost 3 hours doing it. We did get to ride on the Suncoast Trail from Starkey Wilderness Park to State Road 54. Never been on that part of it before. I'd always gone to the north and back. Never went to the south toward 54. Had a bug in my glasses on the inside. I was rubbing the outside and it wasn't moving, and I was saying, is that in my eye or something? I reached inside and there was a bug inside my sunglasses. There were lots of bugs out there. Well, let's see if I can get by here. Evidently I can.
Total distance 41.99 miles. Total time 2 hours 53 minutes and 51 seconds. Average speed 14.5 miles per hour. Current speed 11.6 miles per hour. Time of day 9:08. Split speed 19.5 miles per hour.
42 miles. Nice trip. Still have 4 out of 5 bars on my battery after 42 miles and running the headlight for the first 45 minutes and charging my phone the whole time. Gotta love it. Okay, in the tunnel under US 19. Tarpon Springs.
Total distance 42.99 miles. Total time 2 hours 57 minutes and 24 seconds. Average speed 14.5 miles per hour. Current speed 15.0 miles per hour. Time of day 9:11. Split speed 16.9 miles per hour.
See if the Alpha Spur is open. Nope. Still isn't open yet. Take it back down to pedal assist 5. I was on pedal assist 7. Ooh, bug on me. That was a, what do you call them, round things? Ladybug. Ladybug was on my neck. Wonder how many bugs are in my beard. Thought I felt something. Ladybug. Yeah, it's warming up now. I can feel that sun on my back. Of course, I'm wearing all black. Suncoast Trail. When we crossed over East Lake Road, it became the Suncoast Trail. The good old Suncoast Trail. I gotta adjust those shots.
Total distance 43.99 miles. Total time 3 hours 1 minute and 8 seconds. Average speed 14.6 miles per hour. Current speed 10.4 miles per hour. Time of day 9:15. Split speed 16.1 miles per hour.
Okay, back down in downtown Tarpon Springs. Downtown Tarpon Springs. That's what the sign says anyway. Okay, so that's the end of another trip. And had a good time. 3 hours, 44.29 miles. Okay, we'll be thinking about the next one, and I'll see you then. This is Rick Taylor, 1955, signing off.